do not have the right microphone set on this. Okay. Ow. Of course, now that I'm live, I'm realizing I didn't close this, so audio's gonna get messed up. Fun, fun, fun. Everything should be good. I still hear things. Yeah, I hear things. I have tweeted. Do the socials. Yeah, stream is live. I'm just doing socials. That is the wrong link. Whoopsies.
Also, the fight he did fight was fully unnerved. It's only a future fight that was ever so slightly nerfed. By that I mean, not as tanky. That's it.
That's fine. I was in a rush. I had to get that done before the nerfs. That's why I couldn't stop.
Yeah. It is a cool fight. I hope all they do is like fix up the unbreakable attack. That's a bit silly. But that's
the one attack that has a lot of like points is funny.
Yeah, it is funny, but it should be like more modifiers to make it not do 500 damage.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It can be a bit silly. Otherwise, no, I think the rest of the fight is pretty well done. But...
Like, the game not being too easy for once is great. I'll say that.
Yeah, they really just need to implement hard mode. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
And properly, like, when the counter comes out.
Okay, I think everything is good. Everything should be good. And Fred now has keyboard. Well, I gave you a mouse. And then you immediately stole it, so you don't have keyboard. Have fun.
It's fine. It's not fine. Oh, no, it is fine. I can just click.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. Yeah. Alright.
Alright, last I'm on Dragon Ball Z. We investigated the noted progress, so we're just going to mash present until
it's not Iris.
Mash present to
Game facts. We looked at the impacts.
Also, I think Risk of Rain running is like too much for my computer to handle. Just like idle in the background.
What was that?
No, I'm in the middle of a run, and there's no save and quit.
We're not presenting the armband. Let's present. We already presented that.
I remember we showed this.
Yeah. Maybe that one. Let's try everything else. Just fuck it.
Yeah, maybe updated.
Yeah. Let's present that until he reacts. If he does not react, let's just mash.
Greg Z.
I'll have some more tea though while you're
Oh my god, he's going to have so much tea until we find the correct one.
His kidney stones are going to disintegrate.
Alright, I just want to get a picture of a cat.
No,
Meow.
we hate cats.
Yes.
Nope, we're mashing harder.
Hold right click.
Oh, that drink some tea.
The problem is the animations is what truly slows everything down.
I think it's the other ticket.
What? Oh, the other.
Might be.
It could be the. Have we shown him the? Yeah,
There you go.
I was gonna ask if we'd shown him that we're officially Gina's representatives.
So what do you think of this random piece of paper?
There's Mr. Gregson in
Fine.
this room.
Gregson.
Sorry. Gregson, help!
Okay.
Why are we here then? A redemption ticket for an article deposited here, is it? Looks like someone ran out of office stationery and wrote the ticket on whatever paper was on hand. Yes, this is the ticket for McGilded's overcoat. The one that little diver turned up with yesterday.
Oh,
I
actually,
should
no,
tell you.
it's not.
I don't have noise suppression.
Really? I think you know better than me, do you?
No, I didn't mean to.
Luna's right, Gregsy. It isn't the same ticket.
No, of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. I never doubted you, your ladyship. So, what's all this about that, if I may be so bold as to ask?
This is a second ticket.
Wow.
Too many tickets.
The second one?
It seems that Mr. McGill in fact had another article in storage here when you banked.
Is that right?
I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector now this on.
Oh, good, because he's ever so easy to talk to.
You've unlocked another dialogue option. Congratulations.
But this ticket was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilda's overcoat.
Ah? You mean to tell me?
Yes, it was more than just the music box disc, it seems.
Huh. I should have insisted on the lads taking it back to the yard and examining it properly.
Well, according to the details on this ticket, Mr. McGilda deposited another article here with Mr. Windybank.
Yes, I can see it written here. A small box, was it?
Do you have any idea what it is, Gregsy? Any idea at all? It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilded. It could be an important clue.
Yes, I suppose it could be. Please stop looking at me with those big turquoise eyes, all full of hope and expectation. It's too much pressure. If I lose me marbles, I'll lose me marbles, I will. I'll go barking. Oh!
Okay.
There's no time for dog impressions, Inspector.
That's enough sauce from you, sunshine. There is one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hadn't it?
Ah, yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months.
So the small box will no longer be in here then.
That's right. It's been forfeited.
Which means it could be on the shelves in the front of the shop, where the forfeited items are offered for sale.
Ah, yes, the shelves in the front. We must search them at once.
You're wasting your time.
Oh,
There are dozens of little boxes out there, hundreds even. We can't possibly know which one might have been McGilden's. That information's not written in the ledger.
Ah,
Well, I think we should at least have a look, just in case.
Of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure. What, you think it's just gonna have a big M on the front?
this is getting old.
I was like about to make that exact comment. I'm getting sick of this. This is dynamic. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Ah! I nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Windybank set such a wicked trap?
I doubt he set out to scare anyone.
Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina a visit soon.
Oh?
Our trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not he will be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind. Didn't we actually already... What?
Okay, so it was like, please sign this so that we can investigate. You can tail it up after, if you don't want us to defend you. That is like pretty much what was said. Don't you remember, Luna? What the fat man just said in his normal voice? You told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be her lawyer.
Didn't you just say that? I mean, really? Did
No,
I
no,
say that?
Yes.
You did.
Oh.
High five.
The deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching.
In that case, we better hurry back to the prison and talk to Gina again. Bye bye, everyone.
It's somewhere out there, prison island.
Prison.
I hope I sound okay to this stream. I'm not used to having my noise gate actually fucking work.
Amazing.
Ah, Gina, good. You're back.
Eto.
Policeman. Oh my god.
Try
The
again.
policeman has finished questioning her then.
Oh, how was it, Guinea? Was it awful? I keep saying Guinea, even though we've established it should be Jenny.
It didn't bother me.
I forgot.
Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate it when you banked.
Oh, you're right.
Don't you want to know how we got on? We've been ever so busy.
What's the point in asking? Won't change what everyone's saying. That I did it.
That's not...
Gina, we came to ask for your final decision.
What decision?
About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not?
Yeah. I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Miss Intellido to represent you. Fuck. Wait, I say.
She's really lost her fight all of a sudden. But I know what that feels like. The worry is just too hard to bear.
First.
Well,
Oh, right then. Blimey. Give me a rest with them eyes, Iris.
this big turquoise eyes.
And with big irises.
Yes.
So come on then. If you listen, who done it?
Unfortunately, we don't know that yet.
You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. But now the sun and all of us know that you're innocent of this crime.
And, while we haven't yet managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we have managed to establish.
Oh yeah? Like what?
I'm afraid your mic's
Well,
sagging.
for example,
I might slap it.
Don't listen to Dobie, he's lying.
I slapped it.
Are you gonna believe
Or-
me or Felix?
example.
Don't answer that.
It's it's even worse now.
It's worse, Fred.
Oh, that's odd. Okay, just slap it.
Alright.
It's-
The
it's-
reason for you being there in the first place.
It's fine until you talk, so I guess just don't talk.
What?
Yep, agreed.
I think it's fine.
I think I know now why you broke into Wendy Banks that night. It looks like I'm going to have to take some evidence that clearly reveals the reason. And thrust it in Gina's face. Or I could present it to her calmly, I suppose.
If that text was a different color, I wonder what it means.
Wow, okay. Alright. Now we both know it's this.
The subtlety of a brick.
Wait, did I need to go? Wait, I need to go back. Then I can press present.
The
and then
subtlety of a
present.
brick.
We found this in Mr. Windybank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris's latest story.
Oh, white. Well, this good then.
Curiously, the storeroom at Windybank showed no sign of being ransacked for items of value, with one exception. The box file that housed this manuscript. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing this manuscript last night?
Eh?
You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of the Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it?
Ah!
Why don't you tell us what happened, please?
I can't see shit now. Hold on.
A manuscript.
Nothing.
Allegedly, this game's
Well-
running at 30 FPS, but it doesn't feel like it.
The animations are tailored for it, that's why.
They feel rougher than usual.
True.
Maybe it's just
Right.
because it's not a pixel game. Continue.
The previous games, the animations were 3 frames per second.
And it was
Anyway.
Shut
charming.
up, Hoffman Gallery. Read the line. Read the line.
Alright, yeah, this Baskerville story is the latest Sholmes adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figured it's gonna be worth a few pieces of silver, right? Oh yes, at least £5,000.
What?
That's a
I
lot
forgot
of
my
pounds.
voice. That's how shocked I was. That weighs more than me.
So, so you intended to sell Iris's manuscripts, did you?
Don't question why I know this.
No. Jenny, how could you?
What? Wait, no, hang on. Of course I wasn't going to sell it. All you want to do is find out the mental script, or whatever they call it, really was there or not. That's the only reason was there in the place. For Iris' sake. Isn't that right?
We knew why you done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did.
But
I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Jenny. I just knew it.
well,
When I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you said the night before.
flashback, back.
I'm sad.
It's fake.
He's totally betraying you.
Oh, Jenny, that was so sweet of you. Please never use your powers for crime again.
Alright. I'll tell you why I did it. Just a bloke in me like that, Iris, with your big irises. I guess it went because of Iris. It's not why I did it. I wanted to know the truth, that's all.
Tsundere.
True.
You wanted to know if Mr. Sholmes is being honest? If he'd really deposited the manuscript at Windybanks? It's like I told you the night before. I never had a father. But Iris's lot ain't like mine. She's got her dad. Only she can't see him. Don't tell her he's dead. And I reckon there's gonna be order. That's why she writes those stories. They're about her dad, really. That's what it sounded like to me, anyway. Last night, when I was listening to what you were saying.
Stories about Daddy?
You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective? So much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner.
Well, and this is how we see it. Yeah.
You're so thoughtful and so kind, Jenny.
Yes. And we never thought any differently, didn't we? Look, give me a rest, will ye? I ate all this chummy nonsense. Do you eat? I ate it.
What it tastes like.
It's yummy. I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work. Because you don't trust no one, no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, Scappa. Let me be a Cinderella.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah, it's because she was a hat.
I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable.
Yeah, she was a hat.
Right here. On both sleeves of that overcoat. There's some very suspicious red stain.
No, not red anymore, not sure. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're cute. I mean, I think it might be worth presenting some of the other findings in the area to.
I guess I'm following that line instead of breaking the pace and...
I mean, it makes more sense this way,
yeah.
doesn't it?
I thought it'd be the... Well, I'm not the one playing. I've beaten the game already.
Nobody knows all the answers.
No, what I'm saying is there's the other line of dialogue, but instead of breaking the current trend where it's really not the line we're going through.
It makes sense.
Like we
This way. It makes more sense this way to me. It's fine.
Yeah. I was presenting that one though.
I mean, we can always do it after. There's still the dialogue we haven't pressed through, so I don't think it's gonna
I don't
end.
think it's like campus.
There's an entire dialogue about presenting Killing Coolers, so I don't think it's gonna kick us out if we do this.
That
I
works.
guess it could be
Thanks.
blood stains, actually. Okay. Are those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina? They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet.
What? Blood? None of the sun?
Gosh, you don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So it could be blood that splattered from Mr. Winniebank when he was shot last night.
Let's not beat around to the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get results much faster than anything else.
Shooter!
Put your hands up.
Take it easy, Iris. I'm not immune to bullets.
Gun.
Don't move, Jenny. I'm going to shoot. Bang! The evil has been defeated.
Purple.
Purple.
It's blood.
It's for blood.
Purple.
Oh my.
What the? Forget the sleeves. The whole coat
That's
is
my
covered.
line, bitch!
Of course.
If I was gonna skip over it, I'll leave now.
The stain. That's why we
We're
haven't.
taking too long. And the blood has reacted with the chemicals that turn in a purple color. Which matches one of the samples we've already collected perfectly.
Oh,
Yes. Now let's see, who had the purple blood? Aha! Yes, it was the bricks maker, Mr. Mason. The victim of the murder case 2 months ago.
It was the Brickster.
the Brickster. I knew it.
What? What are you all on about? The victim? What do you mean? It's a rather uncomfortable situation now,
I know, all three of them are staring at us.
You posted
But I think-
cringe.
But I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. Oi! Would someone explain what's going on? I still didn't have the story.
Stare.
It's there. I guess I'm not gonna.
Oh, if I
No, fine, no,
We
fine.
can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilded's overcoat.
It can be skipped. It's an Ace Attorney game.
No, fine.
But in a trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this in his testimony. Yes, flashback, back.
But if you look at this overcoat now, it's clear these stains couldn't have arisen from McGilded trying to pull the victim's feet.
Now, if that was what had really happened, the blood would have splashed all over the front of the coat.
The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered all over McGilded's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. Tried to hide the truth for long enough. But there's no escaping it now. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, Magnus McGilded.
That's right, baby.
Now there's
That horrible case is solved at last. And I helped the man walk free from that trial. I used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence.
Yes, you're a
No.
lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, how could I have let that happen?
You know, did you believe him, though? Did you believe Mr. McGilded was innocent?
I believed, or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon.
Oh, weapon?
A weapon.
To surpass
Weapon.
Metal Gear?
Yes.
Yeah. My weapon. Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson.
You mean Kazuma-sama? Flashback.
Blah,
Still
blah, 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 blah,
flowy.
blah, 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 blah.
I don't remember who it was. No,
It was me. It was me. Because he's like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Flashback ends.
What's so funny, Gina?
Cool. Sounds like in this empire where Japan come from, everyone must be soft.
Huh?
Well, come on. Look at the mess got you into. Believe in that bog Twitter.
Yes, I inadvertently helped the murderer walk.
Well, at least you've learned your lesson now, eh? Believing in people is never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end. Remember the lesson. Never try. Soon as you let down your guard, you've had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one. Get hurt by no one. Gina, may I ask you something? Or, I'd just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? How many times do I have to say it? Rip him up and choke him away. Are you really sure that's what you want? I bet it's what he wants and all now. Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there.
I'm a believer.
Don't forget us me in the trial 2 months ago. I led everyone up the garden path, didn't I? And you're telling me you can believe in me after all that? Not likely. Well, Naruto-san.
The warrior's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. No,
This is
of
a
course
Pokemon choice.
not. Okay.
This is a
Gina. Let me say it again.
Pokemon choice.
Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial.
Eh? I have baked.
No. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth. Thank you.
Oh, I guess no ellipses. Yes, a bag of milk in the fridge. Seriously, Mr. Naruhodo,
That's my name.
Nero Hodo.
didn't you hear all of what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just tripped off me tongue. And I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you into all sorts of trouble.
Did she?
Why do you ever close me now? I just don't get it.
Well,
Gina. I do understand why you chose not to put your trust in others. But I assure you, there is more to this life than you yet realize. What do you mean? The world we live in is a wonderful. I'm just kidding. It's full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. Eh?
it's true that I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I am completely on your side.
What? What do you expect me to say to that? Don't worry, I wasn't crying.
I was just wiping blood on my face.
Yes, I did purple all over my eyes. Then it's decided. I will take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparation for tomorrow's trial.
She didn't say that.
She didn't say yes!
Don't worry, it's implicit. She's a tsundere. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. Do what you like. You Eastern Lothar, I don't know what you are, not yet you. A bunch of waiters.
She has taken herself off to the back of herself. She never admitted it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. Turned out alright in the end, I think.
I'm very surprised that the Never mind.
Who is hiding there? Show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice.
Mrs. Edo,
I'm a ninja, I can sense them. Somebody's there in the shadows, I can sense it. Somebody wasn't there before.
what? You have ninja training?
Who is it?
Who is it?
I don't know.
It could be anyone.
You sounded like you knew who it was.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be Sholmes, but Sholmes doesn't say Blimey.
Blimey.
Blimey, you'll shop, eh? Okay, cool.
It was me the whole time.
That was one of my guesses.
I suppose you were using one of those mystic Japanese arts, like the artist stealth that I heard so much about.
He doesn't say Blimey
mean,
either, though.
I mean,
did-
he's still
I did
very
that time.
British.
anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector.
Grexy. He doesn't want to say it.
Sorry,
I understand.
I had to say goodbye to my partner who was leaving for work.
No.
We understand.
And
Bad.
those meatballs. What do you want for the meatballs?
No.
Oh dear
Please
me.
don't.
I'm most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you.
How long have you been listening in on our conversation?
Good grief. Listening in? No. I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave, even though it was after hours. You've been here for 4 hours. It's like 2 in the morning. I assure you, your ladyship, I only just arrived this very minute, not a moment earlier. That's all it is. Nothing untoward, nothing at all.
After hours. Is it that late already?
So then, I'll humbly excuse myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, all the best, bye, and bye.
That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship.
Oh, but I wanted to have a chat.
I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute.
Oh, I see. That's a shame.
If I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with, sharpish, Lord Strongheart will... Oh, well.
Emergency?
Lord Strongheart?
Oh, nothing. Forget I said anything. Anyway, I'm off.
Alright, Gregsy, if you have to, but let's chat soon.
Delighted. Charmed. Can't wait. Can't wait, if you please. My pleasure.
I like how the teacup showed up just to exist and then disappeared.
That's a lot of pleasantries, and not one of them sounded sincere.
That's the stand of every British person.
Uh,
They can summon a teacup at will.
It's true.
Grexy's so funny. He says such silly things.
Silly Gregson. It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl.
Interesting choice of word there. In this case.
Anyways,
Japan.
she is at the Supreme Court.
You fake he plays Blue Archive. I'm just...
Average Japanese man circa 1940, question mark?
I must attend the court clerk's office now before it closes.
Ah, yes, of course. Thank you, Mrs. Atto. Goodbye.
Kindly escort Iris home now, Elder-san. I shall meet you there later.
You're still leaving me?
I will not be here tomorrow for court.
And so our investigation came to an end. Suzato-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Suzato-san will be leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan.
Sleeping alone.
It's so sad. I can't believe she's breaking up with me.
Well, he must now sleep alone for the first now. Okay, she's still here.
Elder-san. It's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted.
So what about you, Suzato-san? Today has been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sholmes was shot before our eyes. Gina was arrested.
He was.
All on the back of the news that her father has fallen ill and that she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon.
Thank you for your time. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparation for my departure tomorrow.
One final task? What?
I guess. It's just 2 months since we arrived in London. But we've managed to establish this office. I was finally feeling as though we were settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Susato-san.
It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to get in my thoughts.
I know we've only been here a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel I've learned something.
And what would that be?
It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities.
Facets?
And like a jewel, the light plays off of complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we see only a small number of the total facets, and what is illuminated is only part of the whole story.
Like a jade.
What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on, for as long as we live.
That's so true. Can we give this
So
man a
true.
true?
True.
Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much. But I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear. That all the facets will be illuminated, and I'll finally understand how everything fits together.
Now does that.
I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark.
It's amazing to think it's just been 2 months. You've grown so much.
She
By
says
10
looking down.
centimeters to be exact.
She says looking down.
True.
Sorry. What?
I like what I'm looking at.
You,
Let me focus. Nothing is unimportant.
What?
listen, you can't float like that. This is an Ace Attorney game. You are a woman and he is a man. That is not how it works in this house.
Do you know what time you'll leave London in the
Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m.
Oof, rough. I see. Well, let's go you to the station.
Absolutely not.
Sorry?
I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow.
Gina's trial. Yes, I know, but...
Every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate.
Yeah,
You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you'll find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try.
what's your final task? You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean by that?
Oh my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this.
What is that? Some huge bundle of documents?
It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus.
The guilty case.
It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windyback's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with that omnibus case, in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you.
With everything else she's had to think about, Susato-san still managed to do this, and all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting.
It was my pleasure. I can still read your mind. I can only hope that it will bolster your case tomorrow for Gina.
Oh, thank you so much, Izato-san. I'll do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world.
Well, that's extremely flattering. But I know you're gay.
Damn.
But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure.
What? Sorry? I didn't quite catch what you said there.
My true character type is girl failure, I'm sorry. Oh, ignore me. Just mumbling to myself.
Come on.
Notes.
don't do that.
Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruto-san. I must finish packing up my things in my room.
Susato-san,
I wish you the very best luck of tomorrow. Good night.
Wait, there's something I need to say. Ah!
Death.
Come in, Graham.
What was that?
A secret technique of mine. The Susato shutdown. .exe.
Shut down.
Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears.
Oh. I'm dying.
Passes out.
Susato-san.
Not actually passed out.
Ah.
Go away, shitty cook. Go set sail.
Really had been a tiring day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up doors and learning the truth about that nemesis of the case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted, and yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes. And as a cacophony of scenes
Yeah, there you go.
of our lives here in London played through my mind. Eventually, my fatigue triumphed, and I fell into a deep sleep.
Many ellipses.
Falling asleep by counting dots.
Yes.
Z's. This is so sad.
The 17th of April.
Keep going, keep going. Okay. I think this is Sholmes.
They were the hospitals, that's a good chance.
Yes,
I
I
don't-
quite understand. That is a great weight off my mind.
Oh, I know both characters in the scene, actually.
Now, one of them is, of course, Mr. Holmes.
But who's the other one?
Rest assured, I'll put everything in place exactly as we have discussed.
You don't want to guess before the reveal?
It's me!
Is it me again?
Correct.
Thank you so much. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Jones.
On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. I bid you farewell, and Godspeed. My dear madam.
I made him sign all of the books I own. All 300 copies of them.
This will be worth a fortune back in Japan.
Yes. This is how I plan my retirement. Wow.
Wait, I'm realizing. So Uyanosuke speaks English because he was originally an English major. Does
Right.
Susato speak English because she's just a fangirl?
It could be good.
Maybe.
She's a fucking Westaboo.
Yes.
So,
Do we have time to like start / get through the prologue of the trial, or are we just stopping here?
I mean, I think we can start, but that's me.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
be down to stop here and start next week.
Sure.
If
I
Felix
just
hasn't had
want
any
to
lines,
get
so
food.
I would be done still. You know.
all right,
I
stopping
just want to
here.
get food. Saving again.
Bye bye.
Again.
At least next week he'll actually have speaking roles.
He's hoping.
Well, and that was I wanted to get to the trial for that reason, and just let him voice like the guards, just so we could say like a few things.
Now instead it was me talking to myself again for a while. Thankfully I've got much
Well-
better. I got much better at it though.
Yeah.
If
No,
we
I
had planned ahead better, we could have had someone other than you be one of those characters. But
Yeah, but we could know that she would appear in the future case, and that
Yeah.
she would be the defend.
I mean, I did, but I think by the time we cast Fred as Gina, I don't think Felix was here yet.
And Emma is fighting. They hang the Tom guy.
Oh yes, lovely. Good luck. Good
Like-
luck. That's all. I'll say.
The
Is it? Oh, it's still streaming.
It's streaming.
The-
Unfortunately, it's about
the nature of this is just that
third one
like
still.
investigations don't have enough characters for everyone, and trials have too many. So you can like designate someone as the voice all of the C characters,
But staggered himself. to
but
revenge.
that person is inevitably not going to have a lot to say in the investigations.
Oh. Yeah, Fred.
Cliff.
Dawn's big ID is very fragile. That's like her one downside.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. But anyway.
I think the real
Regularly-
thing, is we should have had Felix do Gregson instead of Roman, but it's also very funny having Gregson and Shom's voiced by the same person.
Yeah, I actually
Right.
like that. I like that. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, it's turn one. Okay.
It's
yeah,
Yes, I know. No, that's why it's so much damage. Yeah. By the way, if you want to know the funny part about that turn one,
What?
all the stagger bars that get removed from
I'm
stagger.
closing stream.
Stays tag removed.
Wait, can you
Later
die
stream.
turn